All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to start out by giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. Double honor to the apostles of Great Millstone who rule and teach well. And Shalom to the elect out there pushing out this word in truth and in sincerity. Pretty much I want to go into the lesson of what happened to the 10 tribes of Israel, the northern kingdom, right? Because the churches, they don't go into it. Nobody ever really goes into it. Referring to people in the world, man, who claim that they know the Bible, that's my question to you all. What happened to the 10 tribes of Israel, man? But Lord willing, through this lesson, we're gonna go in through to the history, and what actually happened to them, and also what it says in the prophecies that would happen to them in these last days, to show who, in fact, and where these tribes are at, man. Where they're at and who they are, man. Right? So, without further ado, I'm just going to go into it, man. I'm going to start right here in the book of First Kings, chapter 11, verse 29. It says, and it came to pass at that time when Jeroboam went out of Jerusalem, that the prophet Ahijah the Shilonite found him in the way, and had clad himself with a new garment, and they two were alone in the field. And Ahijah caught the new garment that was on him, and rent it in 12 pieces. Now these 12 pieces represent the 12 tribes of Israel. Okay? It says, and he said unto Jeroboam, take thee 10 pieces, for thus saith the Lord Yahweh, the power of Israel, behold, I will rend the kingdom out of the hand of Solomon, and will give 10 tribes to thee. And so this is what this is what happened with Israel, man. The kingdom was split into two. The northern kingdom, which was the 10 tribes that was given to Jeroboam, and then the southern kingdom, which were the 2 tribes, given to Solomon, which we know also too that the Levites, they ministered in Jerusalem. So the Levite, not only in Jerusalem, but they lived among all Israel. So the Levites stood with the southern kingdom as well, man. Right? So I'm going to keep going. Verse 32 says, but he shall have one tribe for my servant's sake, and for Jerusalem's sake, the city which I have chosen out of all the tribes of Israel. Talking to Solomon, right? So this is what happened, man. I'm going to go into the history of what happened to these 10 tribes, right? I'm going to jump to chapter 12 in 1 Kings. 1 Kings chapter 12, verse 20. It says, and it came to pass when all Israel heard that Jeroboam was come again, right? Because Jeroboam had fled into Egypt, because Solomon heard of the prophecy where he was going to get the 10 tribes, and Solomon sought to kill him. So Jeroboam went to hide. And after Solomon's death, Jeroboam came back. And continue on, it says right here, verse 20. And it came to pass when all Israel heard that Jeroboam was come again, that they sent and called him unto the congregation, and made him king over all Israel, that there was none that followed the house of David, but the tribe of Judah only. Right? Because the scriptures talk about that they were given one tribe. But if we keep reading right here in verse 21, it says, and when Rehoboam was come to Jerusalem, he assembled all the house of Judah with the tribe of Benjamin, 180 chosen men, which were warriors, to fight against the house of Israel, to bring the kingdom again to Rehoboam, the son of Solomon. Right? But, if you keep reading, the Most High actually told Rehoboam not to go, because it was prophecy that Israel had to be split in 2. So that's what happened, right? I'm going to go. So first came the split. Then we jump to 2 Kings chapter 17. Chapter 17, verse 3. It says, against him, I'm going to read from verse 1. It says, 2 Kings 17, verse 1, it says, in the 12th year of Ahaz, king of Judah, began Hoshea, the son of Elah, to reign in Samaria over Israel 9 years. So this is during the time when Hosea, the king, was ruling over the 10 tribes of Israel, right? After the split. It says, and he did that which was evil in the sight of Yahweh, but not as the kings of Israel that were before him. It says, against him came Salmanassar, king of Assyria, and Hoshea became his servant and gave him presents. So during the time of Hosea, the king of Israel, Salmanassar, the king of Assyria, came and made him tribute, man. He made him a servant unto him, right? I'm going to jump down to verse 6. It says, in the 9th year of Hosea the king, Hosea the king of Assyria took Samaria and carried Israel away into Assyria and placed them in Halah and in Habor by the river of Goshen and in the city of the Medes, man. So after the split, during the time of King Hosea, Israel was taken away from their land Samaria, man. Samaria used to be the capital, but they were taken off from that land and they were taken into Assyria, man. You know? So that was to show the history, man. That's what happened, man. I'm gonna see right here in verse. I'm gonna read a couple more verses. I'm gonna read 2 Kings chapter 17, verse 18. It says, therefore the Lord was very angry with Israel and removed them out of his sight. There was none left but the tribe of Judah only, right? And if we go to the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 11, verse 12, it says, a land which, Salakia, verse Deuteronomy 11:11, but the land whither ye go to possess it, it is a land of hills and valleys, and drinketh water of the rain of heaven, a land which Yahweh thy power careth for. The eyes of Yahweh thy power are always upon it, from the beginning of the year even unto the end of the year. So over here in 2 Kings 17 and 18, when it says that the Most High took Israel out of his sight, he took them out of the land of Israel, right? I'm going to jump down to verse 23. It says, until Yahweh removed Israel out of his sight, as he has said by all his servants the prophets, so was Israel carried away out of their own land to Assyria unto this day. All right. Now after this account, you know, there was really no big mention of what happened to the 10 tribes of Israel, man. That's why when you look it up on the internet, it says they call them the 10 lost tribes of Israel, because they were lost, right? But this is why the Esau Edom, the so-called white man, took out the Apocrypha, man, because it gives the account of what happened to them, man. You go into the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 13, verse 40. It says it continues on with the history, right? So it says those 2nd Esdras 13 and 40. It says those are the 10 tribes which were carried away prisoners out of their own land in the time of Hosea the king. It backs up what was written in 2 Kings, right? It says, whom Salmanassar, king of Assyria, led away captive, and carried them over the waters, and came they into another land. They came into the land of Assyria, right? They were taken off. It's backed up, right? Verse 41, it says, but they took this counsel among themselves, that they would leave the multitude of the heathen and go forth into a country where never mankind dwelt, man. You know? And that's exactly what they did. They took this out because it let you know what happened to them, man. And during this time, the main land that was known was what is Europe, Africa, the Middle East, and Asia, man. You know, only the East was really known, man. You know, that's why when Cristobal Colon came to this land, he called this the New World, man, because this place the world in its entirety didn't really know much about this place, man. You know, so when it talks about here that the 10 tribes went into a land where never mankind dwelt, it's talking about the Americas, man. This is the only other piece of land that was out there, man. And the artifacts are here to prove it, man. You have in New Mexico the Lost Lunar Stones where the 10 Commandments are written in the ancient Paleo Hebrew, man. You know, you have the customs of the natives here. They wear what are called gavanes, man. And for what people know them now are ponchos, man, with the fringes on the bottom, man. As such as what we wear now, man, on the highways and the byways, man, with the fringes on the bottom, man. This is a custom that the natives carried, man. I'm bringing it back to the law of the ancient Israelites. They said that you had to wear a border of blue and the fringes, man, so they could remind you of the law. Also, within the culture, they hate homosexuality, man. You go into it, into many of the accounts, the natives, the Native Americans, they would chant the name of the Lord, Yahweh, Yahweh, Yahweh Shai, the Most High and His Son. These are all accounts, man. And then you have fake Israelites, the Israelis over there, also claiming that the artifacts here show the ancient Paleo Hebrew, man. And not only that, the prophecies proved that at the latter end, that both Israel, the northern kingdom, and the southern kingdom would come together in captivity together, man. And this is the last kingdom, man. And who's here under captivity, man? So-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. We were considered the lowest in the society, man. We are looked down upon in this place, man. And we work the shittiest jobs, man. The lowest jobs, man. The so-called blacks being the northern kingdom, man. Judah, man. If I said the northern kingdom, I meant the southern kingdom. The tribe of Judah, Benjamin, and Levi, man. But the 10 tribes were here, man, which is the so-called Latinos and Native Americans, man. So with that, I'm gonna jump into the prophecy, man. Just to show what it was, man. I'm gonna go into the book of Jeremiah, chapter 50, verse 33. It says, "Thus saith Yahweh of hosts, the children of Israel and the children of Judah were oppressed together." And the only time that happened was during the time of Egypt, man. After that, Israel went into the Syrian captivity, and then later Judah went into the Babylonian captivity. So we've been separated ever since. So when is this talking about? I'm going to keep reading for people who want to get simple and say this is the Egyptian captivity. I'm going to keep going. It says, "And all that took them captives held them fast. They refused to let them go." It says, "Their Redeemer is strong. Yahweh of hosts is his name. He shall thoroughly plead their cause, that he may give rest to the land and disquiet the inhabitants of Babylon," man. So right here it's talking about the inhabitants of Babylon, man. The northern kingdom, the 10 tribes as a whole, didn't go into the Babylonian captivity, man. This is talking about today, man. America is modern day Babylon, man. It's the daughter of Babylon. It's spiritually called Egypt, Sodom, and Gomorrah. And another name is Babylon, man. Land of confusion, man. Where you have homosexuals running free. You have transgenders reading to little kids. You have congressmen and Hollywood actors into child molestation, man. This is what goes here, man. This is modern day Babylon, man. So according to the scriptures, there would come the captivity where both Israel and Judah will come again and unite and be under the same captivity, man. So knowing that, let's see what was another prophecy that was said that was written that would happen. I'm gonna go into the book of Ezekiel, chapter 37 and verse 15. It says, "The word of Yahweh came again unto me, saying, Moreover, thou son of man, take thee one stick and write it for Judah and for the children of Israel his companions. Then take another stick and write it for Joseph, the stick of Ephraim, and all the house of Israel his companions, and join them together." Salaki says, "Then and join them one to another into one stick, and they shall become one in thy hand." So this is a prophecy that split kingdom was going to come back and reunite, man. When did this happen, man? It's happening now. Truly, it's happening within Great Millstone, man. You have the so-called blacks, Latinos, Native Americans getting down together in one accord, according to what the scriptures say, man. Because by now, if you don't know the so-called black people are the real Jews, that I don't know what to tell you, man. You're lost, man. But now that's becoming common knowledge. Now who's cleaving onto them, man? Who's joining onto them, man? This is so-called Latinos and Native Americans, man. So I'm gonna keep reading. It says, "And when the children of the people shall speak unto thee, saying, Wilt thou not show us what thou meanest by these? Say unto them, Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, Behold, I will take the stick of Joseph, which is in the hand of Ephraim, and the tribes of Israel his fellows, and will put them with him, even with the stick of Judah, and make them one stick, and they shall be one in my hand. And the stick whereon thou writest shall be in thy hand before their eyes. And say unto them, Thus saith the Lord Yahweh, Behold, I will take the children of Israel from among the heathen, whither they be gone, and will gather them on every side and bring them to their own land. I will make them one nation in the land upon the mounts of Israel, and one king shall be the king of them all, and they shall be no more two nations, neither shall they be driven into two kingdoms any more at all." So when did this happen, man? When did this happen in the scriptures, man? There was no account of it in the scriptures. It's happening now. Verse 23, it says, "Neither shall they defile themselves any more with their idols, nor with their detestable things, nor with any of their transgressions, but I will save them out of their dwelling places, whither they have sinned, and will cleanse them. So shall they be my people, and I will be their God." Verse 24, it says, "And David my servant shall be king over them." Now, this is straight up proof of reincarnation right here, because the split happened during the time of Solomon, the son of King David. So how can David be ruling over them when they come back later in the future? Explain that, man. This is clear as a clear point of reincarnation. It says, "And they shall have one shepherd, they shall also walk in my judgments and observe my statutes and do them." This is talking about in the kingdom. Verse 25, it says, "And they shall dwell in the land that I have given unto Jacob my servant, wherein your fathers have dwelt, and they shall dwell therein, even they and their children, and their children's children forever, and my servant David shall be their prince forever." Verse 26, it says, "Moreover, I will make a covenant of peace with them. It shall be an everlasting covenant with them." And this proves, verse 26, that them Jews over there, them Jewish people that are in the land right now are imposters, man. They're false, man. Because it says, "I will make a covenant of peace with them." There's no peace in Israel right now. When the Balfour Declaration was signed, I believe if it wasn't 1 week or 2 weeks after, there was gunfire, in the place, man. You know, there's no peace over there. The Africans are flowing in right now, man. And the Israelis are in protest right now, saying, "Oh, we can't have these Africans, these brown people come in, because then it won't be a Jewish state." The scriptures here tells you that when the northern kingdom and the southern kingdom become one again, and they get established in their kingdom, when because it just said that it will gather them from wherever they were at, and when they get established again, there will be a covenant of peace. But there's no peace in the Middle East, how they say it, man. There's no peace in Israel right now, man. And it says, "Shall be an everlasting covenant, and I will place them and multiply them, and will set my sanctuary in the midst of them forever. My tabernacle shall also be with them. Yeah, I will be their God, and they shall be my people. And the heathen shall know that I, Yahweh, do sanctify Israel." This proves that the Most High is setting up the kingdom for Israel. The kingdom is going to be for Israel, not the whole world, man. The people are, there's been lies pushed out here, man. And the truth is coming out of Great Millstone, man. That's the 100% truth, man. It says, "When my sanctuary shall be in the midst of them forevermore," man. So the King David is going to be our king during the reincarnation. There's going to be an everlasting peace. And the heathen are going to know that Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai is for Israel, man. The people do not know that now, man. So, that just cuts all the folly that they say on those imposters over there, man. So I'm gonna hurry it up and try to conclude this lesson. This is Jeremiah chapter 3, verse 18. It says, "In those days the house of Judah shall walk with the house of Israel, and they shall come together out of the land of the north to the land that I have given to the inheritance unto your fathers." So we just read the unifying, right? This is the land that they're going to come out of the land of the north, man. Are we not in North America? This is what it's talking about, man. So here in the land of the north, North America, is where the children of Israel are in captivity, man. That's where they're going to come together. And who is the lowest people in the society, man? Is the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. The prophecies, the history, the artifacts, it all proves it, man. It all lines up. I can't say that for the Israelis that are over there in the land, man. So, man, we're going to keep going. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 11, verse 13. It says, "The envy also of Ephraim shall depart, and the adversaries of Judah shall be cut off. Ephraim shall not envy Judah, and Judah shall not vex Ephraim," man. And growing up, man, Judah used to vex the shit out of me, man. But hey, that's being done away with, man. For the elect that realizes who they really are, they're gonna come together again and realize that we're not a minority in this place. Coming together, we are actually the majority in this place. So put that in mind, man. And again, Ephraim got to stop being so damn envious, man. Envying Judah all the damn time, man. Thinking that you're better than these black people, man. I know how you Latinos and Native Americans be thinking, man. It's not the case, man. Esau Edom, the so-called white man, has deceived y'all, man. Hated the color of your skin, man, and made you love him. Get your mind right, man. Time to wake the hell up. Right? So I'm going to finish off with this last scripture in Amos, man. Because this is what's happening, man. This is Amos chapter 9, verse 11. This is the book of Amos, chapter 9, verse 11. It says, "In that day I will raise up the tabernacle of David that is fallen." And did we not? The house of David is being built right now, man. In Great Millstone. according to the spirit and in truth, man. You know, and in the kingdom, David is going to rule. He's going to be the king. This is his house being built up again. It says, and close up the breaches thereof. The breaches, us thinking that our Savior is a so-called white man with long hair and blue eyes. Us hating our brethren, you know, worshiping these idols, worshiping the Virgin Mary, bowing down to these pieces of rock and pieces of wood, you know. And I will raise up his ruins, and I will build it as in the days of old, that they may possess the remnant of Edom, man. And that's who's ruling right now, man. When the tabernacle of David, when the house of David gets up, Edom is going into captivity, man. Who is ruling right now? Esau Edom, man. There's so many videos proving that Esau Edom is the so-called white man. Go and look them up, man. look up my video what I did with my brother, the son of perdition revealed, man. Clearly goes into it, right? It says, and that they may possess the remnant of Edom and of all the heathen which are called by my name, saith Yahweh that doeth this. So Yahweh Bashem Yahushai is moving all this, man. The prophecies lined up, the history lines up. Amen. Yahweh Bashem Yahushai's word is not going to come back void, man. It shall surely accomplish that which is set out to do, man. You know? And it's going to happen, man. The kingdom is being brought back. The northern kingdom and the southern kingdom. Esau, Edom, modern day Babylon. The king the king of the north is being brought down. You can see it now. His kingdom is going down. And once that happens, everything else is going to line up. We're going to get delivered out of this place, out of our captivity, and set up in our land, man. Hey, wickedness is about to be demolished, obliterated from the face of the planet, man. And righteousness is about to get ready to rule, man. So, hey, man, you know, with that, you know, I hope the elect out there was edified. I hope that I showed what happened to the 10 tribes of Israel. You know, I want to end by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, who's the name of the real, the true name in the ancient Paleo Hebrew of the Heavenly Father and the Son. Give all praise, honor, and glory into His name. Double honors to the Apostle of Great Millstone, who has been pushing out this word and has given us the example on how to be. And shalom to the elect out there also, man, pushing out this word in truth and sincerity, man. With that, I'm going to say shalom and a ba ba ba, man. Shalom, brothers. We're almost out of here.